Does God really love us? I mean, really, personally love you? It's one of the biggest questions we can ask, right? And today we're going to dig into a framework that, well, it might just flip your perspective on its head.
And let's be real, this isn't just some abstract theological debate. It's deeply human. This quote from John A. Crabtree just nails it. Every single one of us has this deep, deep need to feel like we matter, to be important to someone, you know? That's the real engine driving this whole question. Okay, so if we're going to tackle that big question, we have to start with the basics. What do we even mean when we say love? It's a super tricky word. It can mean a million different things. So the source we're diving into today actually breaks it down for us into 4 different kinds of love. First up, you've got love as desire. This is all about a feeling, a want. It's that I love pizza kind of love, or, that romantic pull you feel for someone. The key thing here is that it's all about how that person or thing satisfies something in you.
All right, number 2 is love as affection. Now, this is also a feeling, but it's a little different. It's more about just fondness, delight. The classic example is a parent's love for their child. You just treasure them. They're precious to you.
Okay, now we're shifting gears a bit with the third type, love as esteem. See, this one isn't really a feeling in the same way. It's more of an attitude, a judgment. It's respect. Think about how a student might admire an amazing teacher for their wisdom and character. That's esteem. And the last one, wow, this one is a real game changer. It's called moral love. This has nothing to do with feelings, nothing to do with respect. It's a choice. It's all about action for someone else's good, period. This is the kind of love that says you can love your enemy, right? You don't have to like them, but you can choose to act for their well-being. So, there you have it. Desire, affection, esteem, and moral love. 4 different flavors. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The framework we're looking at says we can actually group these into 2 big buckets, especially when we're talking about God. And honestly, this next part is the key to everything. We're talking about subjective versus objective love. And this difference is absolutely huge, so let's break it down. Subjective love, that's all that stuff based on feelings. It means God is good to you because he likes you, because of something good he sees in you. It's about how you make God feel. But objective love, or moral love, is totally different. It's based 100% on God's own character. His good actions are the love. It's not about you, it's about who he is. So you see the massive question this sets up, right? Does God love us because of us or because of himself? All right, now that we have that crystal clear distinction, the source we're exploring goes back to our big question, but it splits it in 2. And I gotta tell you, the answers it gives, they are pretty surprising. You might want to buckle up for this. So, question number 1, does God love us with that objective moral love? In other words, does he act for our good simply because that's who he is? And according to the source material, the answer is a big yes. But, and this is an important but, this viewpoint specifies that this applies to the elect, which is a term they use for those God has specifically chosen. Okay, so what about the other side of the coin, the one that feels a lot more personal? Does God love us subjectively? Does he actually feel fondness for us? Does he like us, admire us? The answer in this framework is a flat no. Just no. The idea here is that there's nothing in us, nothing about us, that makes God feel that way. His love, again, is an action coming from his nature, not a reaction to our nature. Whoa. That no can be a tough pill to swallow, right? It goes against what a lot of us have heard our whole lives. So why is the idea of a God who feels love for us so popular? Well, the source argues it's because it taps right into that deep human need we talked about at the very beginning. It's really all about our psychology. Think about it. We all want to matter, but a lot of the time we feel small, maybe even invisible. So what could possibly be a bigger validation than the creator of everything personally feeling fond of you? It's like the ultimate stamp of approval. And since God is unchanging, that approval feels rock solid, permanent. It's sold as the perfect cure for that feeling of being alone. And man, is that a powerful idea? So if that's not the answer, are we just left high and dry? Does this viewpoint just leave us feeling worthless? Well, no, not at all, actually. This framework suggests there's a different place to find our worth. It's not about being loved for who we are, but about something else entirely. Let's take a look.
So instead of your value coming from God having good feelings about you, this perspective says it comes from three pretty incredible sources. First, your importance. That comes from where you came from being made in the image of God himself. Second, your significance. This comes from the fact that you are the constant focus of your creator. The analogy used is a potter and clay. The pot is always significant to the one shaping it. And third, intimacy. This comes from the idea that your very existence, every breath you take, is sustained by God. You literally live and move inside of him. You can't be more connected than that.
And all of this leads to one final, really powerful question that this whole framework leaves us with. It's asking us to make a huge shift in how we think about our value. Is true significance really found in being liked, in being the object of someone's positive feelings, even God's? Or is it found somewhere deeper? Is it found in the incredible reason you were made and the unbreakable connection you have to your creator? It's a big question about where we look for our worth, and it's definitely something to chew on.